Hello and welcome to the Flower Gold Wizard channel. I'm Jason, a part-time gold prospector slash outdoor enthusiast based in Wisconsin. And we're out in the field going to try to find some gold today. And with me I've got Mrs. Wizard and Junior Miss Wizard. It's raining just a little bit. It's supposed to stop anytime here, hopefully. And we're going to go and see what we can come up with. Back in a bit. All right, now, and I said it was raining before. It was sprinkling just a little bit, but for the better part of all day today, it was absolutely downpour, drenched, torrential rain. And I don't know if I've ever in my life seen this creek this high. That is a lot of water pushing down through here. You can see up in there kind of, it is just absolutely really flowing for this small of a creek. Now some of the spots are actually, most of the spots that I had in mind to work today are going to be out of the question with this amount of water. But this particular location, the creek widens out quite a bit right here. And there's a nice flat area right there, so you can see that the gold being deposited by this raging water here is getting pushed off to the sides a little bit here and there, especially around where the bends and turns are. And this absolutely is. It's coming down and around. There's the inside bend right here. And there's a big log under the water that I had intended on working. That was almost out of the water last time I was here, and it's right there. Well, it's gone. But I think I can set my sluice up right there. I should be able to get, it's got a nice bit of elevation, and I did bring my big sluice here, and that one comes with legs. That there's my Devon Gold VDR sluice mat from Infinity Prospecting right there. Love that thing. So I'm gonna take the plunge here. The ladies are gonna pitch in and help me set up camp here a little bit, and I'm gonna do a little bit of classifying. I'll set the sluice up over there. I brought Junior Miss Wizard here a chair, and I'm gonna fill up a couple of pails from over in that area right over there of classified material and let her get to feeding it. Back in a bit. All right, we got our sluice set up. That water is raging. So we are gonna put this baby through the test. There's some mighty fast water going through that thing, and that's about as good as I can get it. The water, you know, it's kind of fluctuating on the height, so it's pushing a big surge of water through there like that, just there, and then it kind of smooths, levels off a little bit. So we'll see what this sluice does for versatility. Everybody here is pumped. Everybody's pumped. So that's done. All I gotta do is start filling up pails from over in this here area. Now you notice that this super high current is really in a tight line right there. So that tells me that somewhere right in here there's going to be a little bit more material for me to work that could possibly contain gold. Boy, this water is really something. Back in a bit. All right, Junior Miss Wizard's over here working on our first pail. Let's take a little look at how that material's reacting here. Now there's quite a lot of flow, and that speed is really something incredible right there. I don't know if this is going to take it or not. They're really clearing out quick. Less that one side over there. Let's see if I can get up in front of this thing one time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna run a couple of pails through this baby and see what happens. You know, it doesn't look like I'm gonna get to prospect a whole lot of spots up in here because I've never, look at the water, just incredible amounts of water in here. It's coming out of the woods in little creeks, crying out loud. But it's still nice to get out, and it will quit raining sooner or later, but that water will take a couple days to go down. So let's see what this thing's all about, see what kind of metal it's got. Back in a bit.
You want a snack?
Oh my God, absolutely, I'm starving. What do we got here? Sure, I'll have a snack. Can you open it up, please? That looks really meaty. That carrot sure is good. I wonder if there's any celery in there. Luckily, I've got a little something up my sleeve. Back in a bit. All right, video update. The water keeps getting higher and higher. It's still raining. Every time you get that thing set to where you want it, the water level goes up. All right, so we ran a pail through there already. And I tell you what, with the water surging like that, I can't believe there's any material in there at all. But there is. You kind of see it's kind of cockeyed that way just a little bit. But even some of these are still hanging on to material, which is pretty amazing. Those must be some really low pressure zones in there. I've got another partial pail sitting here. I'm going to punch through there quick. And if I don't see what I'm looking for, I think we'll just have to wrap it up here and come back on a day where it's not insane. Back in a bit. Well, those guys are off playing in the water. I'm over here working. Now, to my surprise, that mat held on to a pretty darn good amount of black sand. Whee. Under this little bit of light wash here, there's a lot of black sand under there. And look at here. There's a chunk of lead and a piece of gold right there. One little tiny piece of gold. I am pretty impressed with the material that this thing did hang on to. And there's a piece of fool's gold right there too. Look at that. I'm pretty impressed with that amount of material for that raging water right there. That tells me I have a little bit of fluctuation with the amount of water I can send through that thing, and probably the pitch as well. I really did not expect it to hold on to that much. I've got it out of the water right now. It is still raining. We're soaked. He's soaked. Mosquitoes are out in full force. Look at mosquitoes flying around his face. He don't like that none. So I think we're gonna get the heck out of here and maybe pick up something back at the shop. You know, by the fridge. Back in a bit. Yeah, I guess all the vegetables are gone. Look at that, everybody's eating my hot sticks. I tell you. Hey, mind if I have a little lick of your ice cream cone? All right, we made it back to the shop. I'm gonna take care of some things in there to wrap this video up. But first, I want to say thank you to you ladies for all the help today. Who's your favorite gold miner?
I like the guy that talks to the skeleton.
And you?
The guy with the black ponytail.
Oh, jeez. Well, them ladies are back in the house and it's pouring rain. So, we're back here in the shop now. The shop. It's time to get back to business. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do, because we didn't get a whole lot of action done out in the field and we didn't get to show a whole lot of gold, I'm going to open up one of my XXX Black Poison Flour Gold Wizard bags. It's been a long time since I got to pan some of this nasty beach sand, so that's what we're going to do. Let me get that stuff in a pan and we'll take a look at it. Back in a bit. All right. Here is said bag. Now, normally, I would never pan this much black sand all at once. But I've been bragging up the Black Poison here for a while. And I don't sell pay dirt, okay? This is strictly for my patrons as part of the monthly giveaways. And this stuff here will absolutely test your panning skills and mine to the max. It's incredibly hard-packed black sand. And as you can see, I'm putting a good amount of water wash and pitch in this stuff, and it just does not move at all. Now, I know some of them guys out on the East Coast, Evergreen Prospecting. I know Alan Robertson went to the beach there a couple times. Then they get their share of black sand from Cape Disappointment and whatnot. And you know, they know my troubles. So that's why I call it the Black Poison. And it's miserable. This, I don't know, that might be a full, maybe 2 tablespoons or so. And it's tough. I can already I'm starting to see some gold up in the corners here a little bit. I mean, I do add some gold to this stuff. You know, I want to make sure it's fun to pan and challenging to pan. You know, I do have some other pay dirts that are relatively easy to moderate, but this stuff here is just absolutely tough. I mean, even for me. And there's some of the gold in here is, you know, a minus a million. It is absolutely legit Lake Superior beach gold. And as you can see, this is going to take just a little while. So I'm going to zip the camera off and get this a little bit closer to fun for you guys. And we'll take a look at it then. Back in a bit. All right. Now, I got rid of the big old pile of tailing sand in there, and I'm seeing quite a bit of gold in there, so I think this might be a little bit more exciting for everybody. Now, I'm seeing quite a bit of gold scattered all around the edges and in the body of the sand itself. So we're going to go ahead and take an opportunity here to flatten some of this stuff out and do some exciting panning. Now, you guys have seen me pan black sand before, and you kind of get the gist of how I do it. What I like to do is flatten it all out real nice like that so the gold comes in contact with the surface of this pan. That's what's going to stop it from falling all the way down. And through this viewing window I got right here, I'll be able to tell if any gold is sliding down, and I just take my finger and I push it right back on up to the top, and then and keep panning here. You can see there's quite a bit of gold in there, and I don't know if it's showing up on camera exactly the way I want it to or not, but there's just tons and tons of minus, geez, I don't even know, 500 gold in there. That's the challenge up on that beach, is catching the smallest gold you ever did see. It definitely will test your equipment, and that's where that gold cube comes in handy. That is a miracle of science. That is for sure. The way it keeps your material under the water with those G-force separators, I just love that thing. And now I'm starting to get a nice band of sand back down here, relatively gold-free. And, you know, some of the gold is quite a bit actually is making it all the way down in here. So I'll just take my finger and I'll take a couple of seconds and I'll push it all right back up to the top there like such, and I'll flatten it out and I'll bring some more black sand down and out of it. Now, you know, without counting, I'm probably pulling 5,000 of the smallest little pieces of black sand you can imagine out of that every time I rock it up and I bring it back down. Now, it's just so thick that you're almost forced to bring some of that gold down with it just to get ahead. And that's why everybody runs their beach sand over and over and over, because you just can't get it all in the first one. And that's another reason I call it the Triple X Black Poison, because this is really something. Now, as you can see, the gold is really starting to show up now. Now this is just one of the bags. I just grabbed, I don't know how many bags I got over there. I just grabbed a random bag, and look at the gold in here. All right, I want to try to get that up a little higher so you can see how small that gold is right in there. It's just it's smaller than flour gold, that's for sure. So let me I'm blowing it. It's crazy. This stuff is just crazy. Let me get this stuff in a nice ring up top in about 2 more hours, and I'll turn the camera back on. Back in a bit. All right, Uncle. I give. That's what I got. That's what I come up with. It took me forever. This stuff is it's so difficult. Look at the size of some of the pieces of gold in there. It's just so difficult. And then it's mixed in with, the bigger pieces, which will wash, back with the black sand, because you're trying to get that small, just infinitely small black sand and gold to separate. Oh my goodness. So all of you guys out there that get some of these bags, I wish you the best of luck. Back in a bit. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Flour Gold Wizards. We didn't get a lot of gold out of the creek today, but Mother Nature threw us for a little loop. We got to test out the sluice in some high water, and I think that thing is going to handle just about anything I throw at it, so I'm happy. And I also got to spend some quality time with my wife and daughter, and that means the world to me. Thank you guys a lot for coming along. To those of you guys that end up getting one of those Flour Gold Wizard XXX black poison bags, good luck. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. It does help build my channel. Flour Gold Wizards, out.